Hi again. We continue with the next video. I have some extra time to paint today. Okay, I have done a little bit since last video. I have painted only indigo on top here because I wanted it even darker. And I have started a little bit on the branches, just a little bit. And I will go on with that, okay? Mix some more indigo. And some more pigments for the branches also. For the branches I mixed burnt umber and Payne's grey. Okay, make a few branches in between the trees too, just to vary a little bit. Some empty branches. See, sometimes I just drop in colors, color in the branch, let it float out by itself. I have a good brush. It has a nice point to it. It's synthetic. It's a Skoda Perla. I like it a lot. But this matter of which brush you use, that depends on what you are doing with your painting. One brush is not good for everything. Usually synthetic brush doesn't hold as much water as a brush from normal hair, real hair. When you paint branches and stems, you can also use this technique of blotting the paper on top. To get it more varied in appearance. Paint some thick trees and paint some thin trees to get the variation. Go back to the other branches, drop in some color to get some more natural look to the branches. Maybe some roots. Oh, too much. If you think it looks too dark, you just blot with the paper on top of the wet pigment. And if it's dry, you just wet the surface with a brush and then blot with a dry paper. lift with a moist brush as well if you get too much pigment, as long as the pigment is wet. Okay, I can tell you one thing also. Since last with the video, I paint with some pure indigo with some water because I wanted to get even darker. It's important to get the contrast. And I lifted some around the sun. This time I didn't use this miracle sponge that I used earlier in another video. I used this kind of brush. It's very hard hair, it's from pig. So you just wet that and scrub on the sharp edge just to soften it up a bit. I lifted some here too because I didn't want it to be sharp. It's a bit softer now. Okay, I'm going to do one more thing here. Let's see. I take some water on the brush, and then I go back, just drop a little water here and there to get blooms and to get blooms to vary. So that it won't just get, so I won't get a flat surface only. It looks more alive. You do that when it has started to dry a bit. You can take some indigo as well, just drop in. Also to vary. You see, when it started to dry, that's when things happen. That's when you get the blooms. And it almost looks like, when you get the blooms, it almost looks like small bushes on the side of the trees. Beginning, when I painted this, it looked really flat, but now when I get those blooms, it looks a lot better. Okay. I would like that to dry first, so I take my hair dryer. Some of the blooms wanted to disappear when I put the hair dryer. If you have the time, it's often better to let the watercolor painting dry by itself. Okay, I'm going to wet this a little bit, but as this is still wet, I have to be a bit careful. Now you have a dark color underneath, so don't go over with water several times on each place. It's enough once. Fill the brush with water and don't work too much with it. Be careful for the light area so you don't bring the dark colors out to the light area. Wet the whole place down to the stones so I don't get any sharp edges on the reflections. Okay, if it's too much water at some place, just lift it up. And look from the side of the paper. If the paper's got a shine everywhere, then it's wet. Here too. Okay, I want to let it set for a few minutes. I will use indigo for the reflections. We painted with indigo and violet here, so the indigo is one of the pigments. So that's why I think it's suitable. It's dark and it's bluish, because at night when there's not much sunlight, the colors look more blue. Okay, use this. I'll mix some indigo in the meanwhile. Remember that the water inside the paper, on the paper, is also making the mixture of paint thinner. So don't only count with the water that is in the palette. Both matter. Okay, I can see that most of the shine is gone. I think it's okay. Don't wait too long before you put on the pigment, because then you get those blooms. You don't want them now. Okay? Reflection doesn't need to be exactly as the trees that are reflecting. No details. You don't see that anyway. Just approximate. Careful for getting lines here. While this is still wet, blot your brush and lift some colors. Don't do it too even or regular, just here and there. You might have to do it more than once in the same spot. Look what's happening. You see, you have here I have to make reflections too, but I do one side only. Finish that, and then I do this side. You don't have to hurry the painting. Do a little painting at once, so you have time to react and fix anything that happens if you get a problem somewhere. You see the pigments are floating in, so you have to lift. I would make a little thicker indigo color. Here it's even darker. Underneath the grass. Okay, I think I will dry this so that it won't float around anymore. Okay, let's do it on this side. You see, I'd start on the white and yellow area so that there won't be a very sharp edge on the reflections. If you get puddles of water, you just suck the water up. You see, I haven't taped my paper down to the table. That's because I haven't flattened the paper earlier. I took it from this is like it was when I bought it. That is because I want the paper to be able to get bigger and move around. If I stick it with tape, it will bubble even more. Now it's just a little bubbly. After the painting is dry, completely finished and dry, I can flatten the paper. I do it that way instead. Okay. Okay, I don't want the reflection on inside the whites, so I watch it. Okay, I'll try to dry this now. Okay, I think I will leave this now. I will continue work a little bit more with the dark on the trees with indigo. You can do that as well. I don't know if you are painting along with me or if you're just watching to learn new techniques. This, I think next painting I will do video on, I will paint a smaller one. I can make a video of maybe the whole painting on the half. This one is quite big. Okay, see you next video. Bye bye.